What about other cryptocurrencies? Are you a Bitcoin maximalist, or do you think that other cryptocurrencies have a place? And if so, are there any that pique your interest?
Welcome to Dream Richer. The sovereignty of Bitcoin is well known in the crypto markets, with the yellow coin giant oftentimes being called the granddaddy of all cryptos. But where does this leave the rest of the coins? According to crypto investors, the next most likely coins that will make millionaires include Lucky Block, Aave Diffie Coin, Shiba Inu, and Stellar, with others speculating that XRP will go to the moon as soon the court case is resolved. Despite many agreeing with these predictions and others calling them nothing but a false speculation, what do large whales think about this matter? Today, the well-known billionaire Michael Saylor addresses this issue. As he argues, if you want to see yourself make the most amount of money, then the answer is simple. Look for an asset that will dominate the market in the next 5 to 10 years to come. This statement poses another train of questions altogether. Which crypto would last the longest? Will it be Solana, or will it be Bitcoin? Could it perhaps be Ethereum due to all the different use cases it offers and the merge set to occur anytime this year? By the end of this video, Michael Saylor unravels the mystery of Bitcoin's longevity and where other cryptos stand in comparison. If you find the video helpful, then don't forget to subscribe. Let's get right into it.
Bitcoin, we're going to run into a problem with the scarcity being too much. I mean, if you look at how much you guys are buying, how much Grayscale is buying, how much Square is buying, how much other funds are buying, there's like $1 billion, or I can't remember what the number is, a crazy number that some, company from Abu Dhabi is going to be purchasing. And so eventually we're going to run into the scarcity problem because of the stock to flow and things like that. But Ethereum, to me, seems to be like the next place where a lot of that institutional and corporate money will be flowing into.
I can't see there is a scarcity problem. I mean, I don't even know what that means, right? I mean, there's no scarcity problem. Bitcoin has enough Bitcoin to support all 7.8 billion people and absorb $250 trillion of monetary energy. There's no lack of capacity.
But you don't think eventually it's going to get hard to buy? Because, if you look at the newly minted supply, like right now there's 900 being made a day. Just between the top 4 companies buying Bitcoin right now, they're buying 2,000 per day, just on average. It may even be more than that now. So, they're dipping into the circulating supply. We know that circulating supply gets down.
It's not going to get hard to buy. It's going to get exponentially easier to buy, and the price is going up. For you to say there's a scarcity problem, it's kind of like saying, well, there's a number 1 through 21, and I'm afraid that we'll run out of numbers, and we're trying to divide the numbers 1 through 21 between everybody in the human race. And the answer is fractions. There's infinite divisibility, right? All you've got is mathematical integrity. So if the human race decides that it's going to store its value in Bitcoin, then creating 37 million altcoins doesn't solve the problem. You're just talking about counterfeiting 37 million fake currencies, and that's just inflation, right? So no, you don't need Ethereum to store value, right? I mean, Bitcoin solves the problem of store of value, right? It solves it permanently.
What about other cryptocurrencies? Are you a Bitcoin maximalist, or do you think that other cryptocurrencies have a place? And if so, are there any that pique your interest?
My view on this is that the entire crypto theory is the theory of a decentralized network where you sacrifice speed and you sacrifice performance and efficiency in order to achieve the characteristic of decentralization and robustness. Another way to say that is, if I wanted to create a network that would allow for sovereign immortality, I would put it on a crypto network. So then the question becomes, is there space for more than one network offering sovereign immortality? Well, each crypto is like a religion. So what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a crypto asset network optimized to provide for sovereign immortality of first layer money, a store of value money, digital gold. Okay. Are there other forms of sovereign immortality that you might wish to release into the ecosystem as its own religion? You've got to be thinking, I want it to last 1,000 years. That's the reason you do it. If you want it to last 10 years, you just create a company. There's a lot of people in the crypto industry that pursue functionality on top of Bitcoin via crypto network, when in fact they'd be more successful if they simply create a centralized application on top of Bitcoin. You can provide speedy payments via Square Cash App.
Yeah.
That's a compliant, centralized layer 2 application on Bitcoin.
Bitcoin skeptics have many reasons to hate the yellow coin, besides simply comparing it to other coins. One of these arguments is how Bitcoin is a highly volatile, highly risky investment. If you look historically at the price of Bitcoin, there have been a number of occasions where it's really spiked and then comes crashing down really quickly. For example, after rallying to nearly $20,000 in 2017, Bitcoin's price collapsed and lost a third of its value in a single day. Once again in 2018, it dropped to as low as $3,122, wiping out billions of dollars from the total cryptocurrency market value. This has led investors such as Mark Cuban to call Bitcoin gambling and advise investing only as much money as you can afford to lose. The risk of losing your investments, however, is a possible scenario in all markets, such as stocks. The good news is you can go and buy as little as even $5 of Bitcoin, because there is the ability to buy fractional shares called Satoshis.
You have to figure out what niche or what addressable market you're pursuing, and then you got to actually do it the right way. You have to do it with a truly decentralized crypto asset network. It's very hard. I think that it's quite certain that Bitcoin is a successful decentralized network for store of value. I think that the entire rest of the crypto industry, I would classify as venture capital. They're all pretty much ventures or advent. And if you have an adventurous mindset and if you have venture capital and you wish to pursue those, then it's justifiable. But you need to come back to this observation, which is, it's not clear to me that you need a completely decentralized network in order to enforce digital property rights like an NFT. So you're going to have to come up with things that require cross-jurisdictional sovereign immortality to convince me that the underlying crypto framework is the ideal way to do it. Otherwise, you're really just a Bitcoin entrepreneur, or you're a crypto entrepreneur, and you're working on some new thing, with some new technology, which may or may not work. Bitcoin is property, and it's legal to own property in the US and in Europe. And so there's certain clarity to owning something like that. It's been normalized as property by the IRS and by the SEC and by the OCC. Yeah. I think that as you get into all these other areas, stable coins, DeFi, privacy, they're all aspirational goals. They just have a lot more uncertainty with regard to technology, regulation, and how they'll be interpreted across jurisdictions. And that's what creates the risk. So, you pursue all those things at your own peril.
It's clear from Michael Saylor's explanation that Bitcoin is a living, breathing organism that will rule them all, despite investors holding different philosophies regarding which coin will outperform. As Michael Saylor argues, Bitcoin is the currency of the future. Hence, it's a wise decision to hold even little amounts of Bitcoin to be prepared for the coming bull run. The Bitcoin versus Ethereum debate in particular is what investors always wonder about. Currently, Bitcoin is the largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, and Ethereum is the second largest. Transactions are faster on the Ethereum network than on Bitcoin's. However, the main difference between these two coins is that Bitcoin is primarily a store of value and medium of exchange, while Ethereum is seen as a general-purpose blockchain. To much surprise, Ethereum was created as a complement to Bitcoin, not as competition. What do you think about Michael Saylor's opinion? To learn more about the latest crypto news, watch these videos here.